Welcome everyone to my complete guide to Dark Souls 3. My name is Ferndog2 and in this guide I'll be showing you where all the items are located in the game, doing all the NPC quest lines, and showing you how to fight all the bosses. My starting class is the Pyromancer, because most of the things in the game are weak to fire. Now these guys are the Grave Wardens. They are capable of dropping Cleric Sacred Chimes, and Fading Souls. Now back here we have an item. It is the Soul of Deserted Corpse. And when we head back this way, we'll take out this next enemy and pick up our Ashen Estus Flask. Now the Estus Flask is used to recover the mana. Now coming over here, this guy, he always stands like that so that you can get a backstab on him with no problem. Now I'm going to go and take out these two with fairly simple ease, and then I'm going to go up here and take out this archer just to clear out the enemies in this area that could possibly give me any problems whenever I'm coming back. Now I'm going to head down this right path here and face the Ravenous Crystal Lizard. Now the Ravenous Crystal Lizards can drop Titanite scales, which are used to upgrade boss weapons, which I'm not going to be using any boss weapons in this playthrough, so I'm not really too worried about it, but it does give me quite a bit of souls, so that's one reason I'm fighting it. Now to avoid most of his attacks, just kind of sit back on that left leg, and you can avoid the majority of his attacks. Now that attack you do kind of want to roll through just in case. Basically just get one or two swings in if possible, and if you can get about, I believe, 5 swings in with that axe, it will stagger him so you can repost him. So basically going to go through and just kill this little guy, and once I do, I will grab the item that's over there, which is the, I believe it's just another soul packet. Now, as you can see, I mean, the majority of his attacks are pretty simple and easy to see when they're coming. He does have a lot of tails. And I will be showing you also how to cheese him, or well, where you can cheese him once we start going towards the bonfire here. Alright, and as you can see there, he did net us about 4,000 souls, which will come in very handy when leveling up. So you can actually bring that crystal lizard down this way and have him do that little rolling attack and just have him roll right off that ledge. That is the one way that you can cheese him. So for the people that have a starting class with a weaker weapon, pretty much the mage or sorcerer, that would probably be the best way of taking him out. Now we're going to rest here and get the gesture rest. Now we're going to go and take out these 3 enemies, and then we're going to pick up that Titanite shard. Alright, to get this Titanite shard, just kind of line yourself up with that tree right there, and just run at it, and once you get to the ledge, jump. That will guarantee you to land there and be able to get that item. Now, here, just jump down and slam on that guy, and watch out for his arrows, and just take him out. Now over here, there's 2 enemies. Just take out that one because he has a shield, and then you can jump down and drop on this one as well. Now, the item here is Firebombs. The Firebombs can be used against this boss that we're about to go up against, because he is weak to fire, but where we're a Pyromancer class, we don't really have to worry about that. So I'm just going to finish up with the rest of these enemies here, and then head towards the boss. Now, boss here, as you can see, I kind of died here whenever I was trying to get his movesets, or to show the movesets, but his name is Idex Gundyr, something like that. He is weak to fire, frost, and riposte, basically meaning that you can parry him and do what we were doing to the Crystal Lizard, basically. So the best way to fight this guy, well, is to probably stay up, if you're staying up close, is just kind of strafe to the right and stay on his right side, and once he gets done with his combos, get 1 or 2 swings in, and then just keep doing that. Now I am showing you kind of how to do it as a range fight here. Just kind of stay pretty good distance away because he can hit pretty far out. He does have a very long range, as you can see there, but he is weak to fire, like I said, so my fireballs are doing a lot of damage to him. Now, once you defeat him, he will give you 3,000 souls, and you get the Coiled sword. Now, we're going to go rest at this bonfire here. As you can see, we just got Embered, which does replenish our health and give us the rest of our health back. If you're unembered, you don't have your full health, so be wary of that for any newcomers that are playing the game. Now we're going to head through these doors, and straight in front of us there will be an item. It is the Broken Straight Sword, pretty much a useless item, just something that we're having to pick up because we're collecting all the items. Now, I'm going to just take out these 2 guys, fairly simple, and we're going to go pick up the item over there, which is a Homeward bone. Now the Homeward bone can be used later on here to get an item from the crow that is up at the top of the shrine. We will be doing that here in a little bit, but I'm going to go through, clear some of these enemies out, and we're going to head to the left before going into the shrine. Here's me basically failing at hitting these guys with Fireball, so I just said screw it and went straight at them. Alright, now we're going to go up here. There is an item at that up by that tree there, but we're going to take out the 2 enemies on the stairs, because if you grab the item first, these 2 will aggro on you, so just be easier to take them out. Now this item is the East-West Shield, which is kind of useless, because we'll get a 100 block shield in the next area that we go to. So we'll come up here, grab this Ember, and then go around, and there is another Homeward bone that we'll pick up. And then we'll drop down here to get another Ember and take out this dog with the little fire. So the dogs are weak to fire, that is why they do that whole roll on their back type of thing animation, and for the bigger dogs that is useful because it allows you to go in and attack later on when your fire's not enough. Now I am going to skip through the dialogue and everything, but this guy does give you the collapse gesture, and then Andre the Blacksmith will give you the hooray gesture if you complete all of his dialogue. But once we're done with talking to him, we're going to go over to the handmaiden, and once we're done, we're going to basically grab one item, I believe, from the handmaiden, which is the Prism stone. We may also grab the white soapstone, but it's not necessary to have, at least for this playthrough, because I'm probably not going to summon any other people or try to be summoned by anyone. Which I do grab it just because I'm used to grabbing it. So we're going to go up to the top left side, or top right side here, and go pick up another soul packet. I believe it's another deserted corpse soul packet. And then after that, we're going to remove all of our gear. The reason for this is because we're going to do a tree jump here, and by having no gear on it does make it easier for you to jump further. Now, there was a little bit of weird editing there, because it did take me about like 10 tries to get that, so it was really funny because earlier today I was doing this and I did it in 2 tries. But yeah, so it is really not the easiest thing to do. Sometimes you just get lucky. Now, I basically stop here because I'm going to put all my gear on, but I am showing you the Master Swordsman down there and kind of indicating that you can cheese him from here if you have ranged attacks, sort of like a Pyromancer or a Sorcerer. Now, it is a little hard to cheese him from right here because he will go under you, so I'm going to walk over to this little ledge here, which makes it a little easier to see him, but we're not going to kill him right now because there's an easier way to cheese him. We're actually going to come back here to hand our weapon, and we're going to do a running jump attack on this crystal lizard, which will make it flip over, and then just hit it one more time to kill it and get our Twinkling Titanite. So now we're going to head back to the front here and go up into the rafters to grab us a Estus shard and talk to the crow. Now for this crow, you can drop a few different items. I will post the items down in the description box as to what you can drop to get an item from him. But I think I'm going to drop a Firebomb, Prism Stone, and a Homeward Bone, and get a few different items from him. The only one that really matters, I believe, for this playthrough is going to be the large Titanite, just for upgrading our weapon. Now we're going to go to this wall over here and basically roll through it and drop down to get us a new ring, the Silver Covenant Serpent Ring, or Covenant Silver Serpent Ring. It's a tongue twister. But we're just going to jump down here, go rest at the bonfire to heal back up a little, and then we're going to go deal with the Master Swordsman. So there's 2 ways to cheese. Oh, I guess we're going to actually go and get the Estus shard first. With the swordsman, there is 2 different ways to cheese him. Like I said, the one where you're on the roof there, just firing blasts at him, and then there's this other way, which I'm going to show you, where you just basically make him jump off the cliff. It's a fairly simple way to do it, and probably the best way of taking him out. I'm going to first take out these two guys though, just because don't want them to aggro while we're trying to kill this guy. Because that would be a pain in the butt to have 3 enemies on you and one that can pretty much one-shot you. So we're just going to aggro him down here, have him come back this way, and going to basically go on the edge of this little staircase and watch him fling himself off. That's us a little over 2,000 souls, I believe, and we're just going to go up here and quit out and come back in real quick. And that will allow us to get his items, which he drops the Uchi Katana and his armor set. Now from here we're going to go to the Firekeeper, and we're going to level up. We have a little over 9,000 souls here, so we're going to get a few levels in. Basically we're going to start off by leveling up our health. So we're going to try and get our vigor up to 15 here, and then we're going to put 1 into dexterity so that we can use our weapon later on, and then the rest will go into our endurance. This is pretty much going to be everything for the video, I believe. Not really much else to do in this area until later on in the game. But if you liked what you saw, just leave a like and a comment down below, and do subscribe.